Imagine waking up one morning and humanity is gone. No warning, no explanation, just silence. A silence so deep that even the cities seem to hold their breath. This is Earth, one day after humans disappear. But what happens next? What happens after 1 year, 10 years, 100 years? Tonight, we explore a future where our world keeps moving, even after we stop. Welcome to the Silent Cities. At first, nothing dramatic happens. Streetlights glow through the night. Cars remain parked where people last left them. Airplanes, mid-flight when humanity vanished, fall from the sky in tragic arcs, leaving scattered wreckage across the landscape. Power plants continue running automatically, but only for a short time. Within 48 hours, most power grids collapse. Without people to monitor them, systems trip, reactors shut down, and the world goes dark. The last lights blink out, leaving America in a darkness it hasn't seen since the 1800s. 1 week later, silence settles into the heart of every city. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, places once known for endless noise, begin to echo only with the wind. Without humans controlling them, subways flood slowly as pumps stop working. Streets begin to collect rainwater, leaves, and drifting trash. And in this growing emptiness, nature takes its first quiet steps forward. 30 days after humans vanish, animals begin to reclaim what was once theirs. Deer move through empty suburbs. Coyotes trot confidently across freeways that once killed them by the thousands. Wolves return to forests they lost long ago. Even mountain lions descend into California's cities, roaming past silent storefronts in abandoned homes, sensing that the world has changed in their favor. But the transformation has only just begun. One year after humanity disappears, buildings begin to reveal how fragile they truly are. Without maintenance, small cracks widen, paint peels, roofs leak. America's great landmarks, Times Square, Hollywood Boulevard, Wall Street, begin to fade beneath dust and vines. In the south, humidity eats away at every metal surface, while in the north, ice breaks apart weakened concrete. Forests creep toward the edges of major cities, pushing through fences, sidewalks, and walls. Trees sprout from gutters. Moss covers statues that once celebrated human achievement. And yet, in this silence, the world feels strangely alive. At the 5-year mark, wildfires reshape entire regions. Without fire departments, flames sweep through suburbs and forests, clearing space for new growth. In the Midwest, storms carve through the abandoned fields. Rivers overflow and reshape their banks. Slowly, the fingerprints of humanity fade beneath the power of water, wind, and time. 10 years after humans vanish, America's infrastructure is barely recognizable. Highways crack, buckling under plant roots. Bridges rust and collapse. The great skyscrapers of New York and Chicago stand tall, but they too are beginning to weaken. With every passing season, rain seeps deeper into their frames. Steel expands, concrete crumbles. They are giants on borrowed time. Animal life flourishes. The U.S. becomes a patchwork of ecosystems untouched by humans for the first time in centuries. Wolves roam the northeast. Bison return to the plains. Alligators expand north as warmer temperatures reshape the climate. The world is no longer controlled. It is wild, unpredictable, and breathtaking. 50 years after humans are gone, our cities have transformed into massive forests of glass, steel, and moss. In some places, buildings collapse entirely, sending thunderous echoes through empty streets. In others, trees grow inside office towers, their roots gripping the floors like ancient hands. The silent cities now look more like forgotten temples swallowed by nature. Washington, D.C. becomes a sprawling wetland. The Capitol dome is cracked, with vines weaving through its ribs. The Lincoln Memorial stands, but water pools around its steps, and birds nest in Lincoln's stone lap. Los Angeles, once bathed in light, is covered in greenery. Palm trees break through concrete. The Hollywood sign rusts, letters falling one by one down the hillside. And yet, the earth continues to heal. 100 years after humanity disappears, the world is almost completely moved on. Most skyscrapers have fallen. Highways are buried under soil and forest. Bridges have collapsed into rivers. Only the strongest structures remain. Monuments, dams, parts of mountain tunnels, ghostly reminders of the civilization that once ruled the planet. New York City, now a true silent city, looks like an enormous green canyon. The streets are rivers and forests. Hundreds of species live where humans once walked every day. Wolves hunt through Central Park. Dolphins swim near the flooded edges of Manhattan as rising seas reshape the coastline. Nature has not just reclaimed the city, it has rebuilt it. Los Angeles is an endless jungle of oak, yucca, and fast-growing invasive plants. The freeways look like dark green rivers choked with vines. Silent helicopters rest on rooftops, covered in dust and moss. The sky is clear. No smog, no planes, only the sound of wind over empty towers. Chicago is a maze of overgrown steel. The Willis Tower, weakened by a century of storms, finally gives way, collapsing into a massive field of debris. Grass grows through every crack. Lakeshore Drive is gone, swallowed by Lake Michigan's shifting waters. Across the United States, wildlife dominates the land. The world resembles what it looked like thousands of years ago. Free, wild, balanced. The scars of industry fade beneath forests and fields. Rivers run clear again. The air is cleaner than any human has ever breathed. The planet has reset itself. And somewhere in the ruins of every city, a few remnants of humanity remain. Photographs in crumbling houses, rusted street signs, the foundations of buildings hidden beneath the earth. Silent memories of a species that once rose high above all others, and then vanished, leaving the world to heal in the quiet. This is what happens to Earth after 100 years without humans. Our cities fall, but the planet thrives, and the silent cities remind us of one powerful truth. The world does not belong to us. We only borrow it for a little while. If you'd like to explore more visions of a post-human Earth, abandoned worlds, and nature's cinematic takeover, make sure to stay with us here on The Silent Cities.